The Russians, Anzur Erdanov, Uali Kurshev, Stanislav Semenov, Magomed Magomedov, and Renat Saidov. Well, I thought they might make a change at 90 kilos, but I thought it'd be the Georgians who would make the change and put Ushangi Margiani in to face Hussein Khalmuzayev, but the Russians have double bluffed them, and they've put in Magomedov. Anzur Erdanov, he's come in instead of Abdul Jalilov. But I think Stanislav Semenov is a good pick. Renat Saidov, yeah, that's probably their best look. But against Tusishvili, well, I've got a few wrong today, so I won't want to stick my neck out too far, but I really can't see Saidov, irrespective of the state of the match. Can't see him giving Guram Tusishvili a working over. Anyway, that's all to come. Let's see what happens here in the opening contest between Vaza Margvelashvili of Georgia in white and Anzur Erdanov of Russia in blue.
So we got gold for France. Now, title holder Georgia. Rematch of last year's final. What's your guess, Sheldon, given the fact that we've seen Shavdatuashvili and Rakveshvili not at his not at their best?
You can't keep a good man down. You can, you know, beat him once, you beat him twice, but a good fighter is a good fighter, and he will, you know, step up. Now's the time for both Shavdatuashvili and Rekviashvili to come good. And they've put in Uali Kershov, Stanislav Semenov. I think is a very good pick. He's going to be hard to beat. I think Shavdatuashvili should have the beating of Kershev, and Tusishvili to bring up the rear. Really comes down to whether Zabeda can do something. And they put the double bluff in. I thought that the Russians probably thought that they were going to put Ushangi Margiani in. Well, they've gone for Viniashvili, so they put Magomedov in, but yeah, they've gone for Viniashvili.
Yes.
So it could be that would work.
That would work out
in their favour. We shall see.
Well, it's past the second minute, right into the third one. No score, neither of them to get any penalties. I think the importance of winning the first contest for your team is unbearable. Right, they definitely don't allow one another to get a proper grip on, or an unfavored grip. Referee decides to penalize Erdanov for not engaging with the gripping. It didn't take long to learn the lesson for both of them. Now they are all gripped up, ready to go. That was Margvelashvili first came up with an Uchimata, and answer to that, Addanov turned in for one as well. No score, 30 seconds left to go. Was Addanov troubling Margvelashvili there at the last couple of seconds, but I have a strong feeling this is going to go to golden score. That's right, Addanov has a single penalty against him.
Golden score.
And now we are going into golden score. Oh, you got that?
Yeah, he's giving it up. My goodness, he was trying to turn off that.
Margvelashvili is the one taking the lead for the Georgian team.
Winner in one for Georgia.
Zwycięzcą zostaje reprezentujący Gruzję Warsaw Margvelashvili.
Right, coming up next, Lasha Shavdatuashvili in white judogi for Georgia, and he will be facing Wally Kurzaev in blue for Russia.
Category.
Kategoria 73 kg.
In one for Georgia, the 2012 Olympic champion.
Białej judogi reprezentujący Gruzję mistrz
Well, we've
Got
been
that right.
we've been saying it for, you know, the last couple of contests for Shavdatuashvili that he hasn't looked that great. He's going to need to look good here. Kurshev is trying to give him a bit of a working over now.
Well, neither of them looking worse or better in terms of how they look to their performances. That was great effort from Shavdatuashvili, but only because of desperation he was able to put that big effort into that Seonaga attempt, because there was all over him with his right arm. Shavdatuashvili felt the pressure, so he decided to wrap himself underneath Kurzaev. Oh, there is the Ouchigari. Good call. Good call from Shavdatuashvili, changing it up from trying to throw forward, changing direction to backwards. Was a poor effort from Kurzaev. Shavdatuashvili launched him again for the Ouchigari attempt he believed in earlier on, not knowing Kurzaev has got the cue to avoid it and overturn Shavdatuashvili flat on his back.
Well, he hasn't got any kind of grip on him. he hasn't got control of the Khrushchev. He, as Sandra just said, he lunges in, and he's untidy in the top. Khrushchev's able to turn him, and all that's left is that right leg that he's just stuck in there, and that takes it away from him. So, 1-1. Well, this is it. Rekviashvili loses this, they're done and dusted.
Oh, Tushishvili against Saidov.
It's not that kind of day for the Georgians. They need one of these, Shavdatuashvili or Rekviashvili, to ease into it.
And like we established, Rekviashvili is also not at his top.
Not at his best. And Stanislav Semenov has been on good form. He has actually been on good form.
So basically the Russians could be taking the revenge after last year. Both players picking up a penalty for not engaging with the gripping. Flying Chunji from Rekviashvili.
Why not? You can always try it once, can't you? There's nothing wrong with that. Crowd pleaser. I think Rekviashvili is the key here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He takes this contest, and Becker does it. End of story. Takes this contest, Rekviashvili loses. Tushishvili can come and clean up.
Yeah. But that will be.
But if he loses, then both Rekviashvili and Tushishvili must
that's pressure.
Win.
That is pressure. The majority didn't like that little false attack from Rekviashvili. Georgia must watch out for one-sided grip, keeping it too long and not attacking.
Semenov, second penalty.
Viniashvili was just hoping in the corner that it won't come down. Him being a must win.
Well, it won't be a must win for Viniashvili.
Well, if Rekviashvili was to lose, then
it would be.
He has to.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely right. Beg your pardon. Ooh, close. Nice little look at Tsurikomiyashi there.
This is getting better for Rekviashvili and looking better for the Georgian team. So there are seconds left to go. And like this plays on the scoreboard is a penalty for Rekviashvili and 2 for Semenov. And Semenov almost got caught. Semenashi was at work. Rekviashvili is playing on that one penalty, the last one. Try to pressure Semenov on the edge of the contest area. There he goes for a rather floppy Seonage attempt. And what he doesn't want is pick up another penalty. Then he brings everything back to square. Right, golden score. Penalty will do the job for Rekviashvili. But other than that, they need to score.
Oh, they can't. In exactly the same way, as soon as the golden score period came, whack.
Well, Bekhogbiniashvili.
Yeah, now you've jinxed him.
Down.
Sandra, you've jinxed him.
Needs to get down to business. I'm sorry. Just do the job. Well, only if it was that easy. There is the replay of Semenov catching Rekviashvili.
Winner replay for Russia.
Zwycięzcą zostaje reprezentujący Rosję
2-1 then.
Simeonov.
Russia take the lead, and it is all down now to
For Russia.
Magomedov,
Man under 90 kilograms.
president of the European Judo Union, paying close attention to this one.
Okay, who do we have on the mat now? Bekhogbiniashvili for Georgian white and Magomedov for Russia in blue, and the tension is indeed rising up in the venue.
Well, the best thing for the crowd is for Gviniashvili to win here.
Absolutely.
Not the best thing for the Russian team, but Gviniashvili could send a lot of people home happy if he wins this and gives it to Tusishvili, who, for my money, should then be able to bring it home for the Georgians.
That's another big one.
Oh, not quite. Got himself into a good position, though. We talk about where you want your feet and whether you get in a strong position to attack, and certainly Gviniashvili, he was there. Danger for Magomedov as Gviniashvili turned in left-sided with the arm completely around the body, feet in the right position, just fell away. Powerfully built Gviniashvili. And this time it's the turn of Magomedov to get past the defense of Gviniashvili to launch an attack, but just a little bit off to the side there and couldn't finish off. Oh,
There he is again, yes.
This time he whips him over, but only onto his front, falls onto his knees, does Magomedov.
And I'm just thinking, when you mentioned about this was a like a cheeky and a tricky choice for both who to put in, and this just might be the saver. The fact that Kamuzaev
didn't step up there. Ojigari steps up.
That you
goes
have
over.
to go for it. I would
And
be
the Osaikomi as
kindly
well.
give a nippon for
Yes,
that.
absolutely. You're
But
right there.
never mind,
But it's not going to
because-
matter.
Yes.
Because as Jacob was telling us this morning, only Baker Mashu escapes from a Gviniashvili hold.
Oh, and today there was
and then
someone else.
someone else.
It was Marconcini in the morning managed to
Yeah.
escape.
But it's not going to stretch to Magomedov.
To Shishvili, this is all yours.
Well,
To shine again like yesterday.
Luis Torres was talking about the pressure that comes in matches like this, where the big guy, it's all on you. And how often does it happen? It's right down to you. He says it's incredible that they should just draw lots, work out an order, and then send them.
Yeah, that's what
You
some
know?
of the local team championship do.
Right.
They just draw an
You-
order.
so that it's not always lightweight, middleweight, light, heavyweight, heavyweight. You know.
I agree with you 100%. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying it could be, couldn't it? It could be. Yeah, Gviniashvili does it, keeps the crowd in the venue, and I don't know where you're sitting at home.
I tell you who, Luis Galea, for sure she's biting her nails off now.
Yeah. Okay. We couldn't have asked for a better setup. It's the final, the men's final, Georgia versus Russia. It's all going to come down to the last contest. Guram Tusishvili of Georgia faces Renat Saidov of Russia. And it's a little bit like David and Goliath.
Okay, well, see how your thoughts. Shall don't talk to me,
David.
please.
Uchimata left-sided from Tusishvili just to test. And then he goes right-sided from Makikomi, but he just collapses. Tusishvili has done everything right this weekend.
Well, we spoke about during the semi-final about taking down Kamo, but now that Saidov, I think that's just a step.
Almost with the Koji. Nice little combination at the end there. Just had the hands tied up, little tap on the foot. Couldn't come through with it. Sandra.
No, all I was saying that you had Kamo. You had Tushishvili going, taking down Kamo. But now you have Saidov. I think it's just the next up on the ladder. Saidov gone off to the medical.
Gives us a chance to breathe for a bit. What happened to him then? Did he get a bump on the nose or? Yeah, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that was accident.
Elbow in the face, yeah. Dear oh dear. And that was a definite attempt to get into a position for either Sode maybe, Sode Turikomigoshi. we're not going to repeat the message there, but thanks very much for your messages. Viniashvili has done his job. Zubeda couldn't do his. Unfortunately, Mark Velashvili stepped up there. He opened things up. He got things going for the Georgians. And now a tense time. I wonder if... Well, we know who you're supporting with the flag anyway. Well, they can smile now. They can be a little bit happier. He can't. He's still got a job to do.
Sheldon, you got a job to do here.
Yeah. Well, here comes Saidov back onto the mat now. How much taller he is than Tusishvili, whether that counts for anything.
Didn't count much yesterday, did it?
He was back pretty quickly, wasn't he? Saidov didn't want to hang around.
Yeah.
Just can't afford to get pulled down, Tusishvili. There goes the Tomanagi. He loves that for the entry, for the arm lock, does Saidov. He's caught a lot of people with that. But not Tusishvili.
Well, over a minute now.
Doing what he hasn't done in any of his other contests, Tusishvili, standing a little bit still.
Yes,
the more he moves,
static.
the better it is for him.
Agree. gone to starting. There
Oh,
he
he's got
is!
him
He's got him
now!
over!
Terrific score from Tusishvili. He thinks he's the referee, and he fancies it on. So do all the Georgians.
He thinks he's the referee.
And it's
and he's
going
the
to
referee.
Ippon. It is.
He knows his job. He knows
Yeah,
what he's doing.
yeah, he'll get that badge
He's
next.
telling
but-
them how it's done.
Yeah. Irakli Sirakidze knew as well. Well, just when you thought that there was a chance for the Russian team, yeah, that happens sometimes. Yes, it is. And you'll see it on the replay. Guram Tusishvili. David and Goliath, I told you, didn't I? And it was little
Well-
David in the shape of Guram Tusishvili.
Oh yeah, you did
who
say
takes
that,
it,
didn't
yeah.
you? Well, I'll be honest, there were moments when I was just doubting him, looking at side of...
I said at the
Hold
beginning,
him.
if it comes down to the end, one of those two is going to take it. One of those two is going to take it. Gviniashvili or Tusishvili. Just put it in their hands.
Well, we explained the weak points.
Yes.
Not weak points.
Well, they ended
Today
up
they
being
were
there.
not. Yeah. Today they were not at their best. So we already had sensed that a bit, that it might be just somewhere where Russia could take advantage,
Yeah.
and they did indeed. But
In the two areas where they were weak, unfortunately for Georgia, they continued to be weak. They, lost out to Shavdaturashvili, Rekviashvili, couldn't step up. It just didn't work for them today. It didn't work for them. It just goes to show the depth of Georgian judo when two of your big guns. I mean, Zubeda Rekviashvili is a super fighter. Shavdaturashvili, we absolutely know the pedigree and everything there. He's a genuine threat. And those two were out of it, and they still won. Marvelashvili was
what's
the
a
key.
nerve-wracking end to it?
Marvelashvili was the key, and they'll look back and think about Abdul Jalilov maybe at 66 kilos.
And they
who
might
looked
have
really
thought
good
of
today.
Kamuzayev.
And then the double bluff at 90
Yes.
for Kalmuzayev, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things to think about anyway, but it's the case of team event.
Outfoxed themselves. Hey, was it exciting? I think so. And
Oh.
there again, you can see it's never the best shot from the top. Any arguments about that?
No, I don't think so.
No, not for me. Does he go flat on his back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 shoulders down, I'm
Two
afraid.
shoulders, yeah.
Welcome to the awarding ceremony of the women's competition.
Bang. Guram Tusishvili celebrates again. What a weekend for the big man from Georgia, who's not really that big.